You are being positioned. You were never supposed to survive what tried to break you. That is the first truth. While others lived soft lives, you were thrown into storms you did not choose. Pain followed you early. Confusion sat beside you. Loss became familiar. And yet, you did not disappear. The enemy noticed that first. Before angels spoke your name, darkness studied you, because hell does not waste time on ordinary souls. You were watched, tested, pressured, not because you were weak, but because you were dangerous. Every time life pushed you to the edge, something inside you refused to bow. You cried in silence, yes. You doubted yourself, yes. But you never surrendered your core, and that confused the devil. He expected fear. He expected corruption. He expected you to trade your integrity for comfort. But you didn't. You lost things that mattered. You lost people. You lost versions of yourself. Yet something remained untouched. Your soul. That is when the attacks intensified. Because when darkness cannot control you, it tries to exhaust you. Sleepless nights, mental battles, overthinking, isolation. Not random, not coincidence. A chosen one is always refined through fire. You see, the devil does not kneel to strength. He kneels to authority, and you carry authority you do not yet fully understand. There were moments when you stood alone with no support, no validation, no applause, and still chose what was right. That decision echoed through realms unseen. That was the moment hell hesitated. Because evil cannot stand before someone who knows suffering and still chooses light. Your endurance was not human stubbornness. It was divine alignment. Even when you felt abandoned, you were being observed. Even when prayers felt unanswered, they were being recorded. God was not absent. God was watching something rare unfold, a soul that refused corruption. And then came the turning point. The moment you stopped begging life to be easier and started becoming stronger. That shift terrified the darkness. Because once a chosen one awakens internally, the devil loses leverage. And for the first time, the one who hunted you felt exposed. The kneeling did not happen in a throne room. It did not happen with thunder or fire. It happened quietly, inside you. The day you stopped reacting and started mastering. When pain knocked, you didn't panic. When betrayal appeared, you didn't break. When temptation whispered, you didn't follow. You observed, you learned, you rose. And that is when spiritual laws activated. You see, God does not intervene for drama. God intervenes for alignment. When your actions matched your calling, even heaven paused, not in shock at your power, but in recognition of your discipline, because chosen ones are not loud. They are consistent. You did not defeat darkness by force. You defeated it by refusing to become it. And that is why the devil knelt, not in worship, in defeat, because nothing terrifies darkness more than a human who cannot be manipulated. Your silence became authority. Your restraint became power. Your patience became punishment. The traps failed. The distractions collapsed. The lies lost weight. And suddenly, what once controlled you could no longer reach you. That moment echoed upward. God does not get shocked the way humans do. But even the divine realm recognizes rarity. A soul that passes through suffering without surrendering its essence is entrusted with influence. That is why your perspective changed. Why certain doors closed permanently. Why you can no longer tolerate shallow connections. You outgrew environments that once defined you. And yes, that loneliness you feel now, it is not abandonment. It is separation. The devil kneels because he has no claim. God watches because responsibility is being assigned. You are not chosen for comfort. You are chosen for impact. Your story is not meant to impress people. It is meant to liberate them. And the reason attacks still come? Not because you are losing, but because you are almost ready. Remember this. Chosen ones are not protected from storms. They are taught how to command them. And the moment you fully step into who you are, heaven will move with you. Stay grounded. Stay disciplined. Stay awake. Because once hell kneels, there is no turning back. The kneeling did not happen with noise. No thunder cracked the sky. No fire fell from heaven. It happened the day you changed inside. The day you stopped asking, why me? And started asking, what is this teaching me? That question shifted everything. Pain still came, but it no longer ruled you. People still disappointed you, but they no longer defined you. Fear still whispered, but you no longer obeyed it. And in that moment, something ancient activated. Because the devil does not lose power when you fight him. He loses power when you outgrow him. You stopped reacting emotionally. You stopped explaining yourself to those who never understood you. You stopped chasing validation from broken systems. You chose discipline over drama, silence over chaos, principles over pleasure. And that is when darkness lost its grip. The devil knelt not because you attacked, but because you became unreachable, untriggerable, uncorruptible, unmovable. You see, temptation works only on the undecided. Fear works only on the ungrounded. Control works only on the insecure. But you hardened your inner world. Your patience became a weapon. Your restraint became judgment. Your consistency became law. Traps that once worked, failed. Distractions that once pulled you, lost power. People sent to delay you, revealed themselves, and heaven noticed. God does not reward emotion. God rewards alignment. When your behavior matched your destiny, when your choices reflected your calling, when your ego stepped aside and your spirit led, heaven leaned in. Not because God was surprised by your strength, but because you proved you could be trusted with more influence, more responsibility, more weight. Chosen ones are not selected for comfort. They are selected for capacity. That is why your life felt heavier than others. That is why your lessons were harsher. That is why shortcuts never worked for you. You were being trained for authority, and authority does not scream. It commands quietly. Now you notice things others miss. Energy shifts, intentions behind words, truth beneath behavior. You can no longer tolerate lies, even small ones. You can no longer shrink to fit places you've outgrown. You can no longer betray yourself to keep peace. This is not pride. This is clarity. The devil kneels because he has no access, no hooks, no agreements left. God watches because the next phase requires stewardship. And yes, the loneliness increased because elevation requires separation. Not everyone can go where you are going. Not everyone can understand who you are becoming. Not everyone deserves access to your future. This season is not about speed. It is about precision. Move slowly. Choose wisely. Speak less. What you are carrying now is powerful. And remember this truth. When hell kneels, it is not the end of battle. It is proof that you have already won internally. Stay disciplined. Stay humble. Stay aligned. Because once God entrusts you with purpose, your life is no longer just your own.